Hey Cancer, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast for February 22 through the 28th. We're going to connect here and see what's coming up for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. If you happen to stumble upon this video outside of those dates, don't you worry your pretty little head, my dears. Rest assured that you came upon this when you were meant to come upon it, whenever the messages were meant for you. So we're going to connect here and see what is coming up for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. February 22 through the 28th, or whenever you find the reading. We're going to go ahead and see what we have here, my darlings. So your first card is, ooh, the High Priestess. Okay. This is a major arcana card. When the major arcana cards come up, we're going through a really significant crossroads. We're coming into a new chapter in our life. So this is energy that's going to be around for a while, okay? We're not just talking about just this week. What's starting to happen for you in the 22nd through the 28th is going to be around you for a while, okay? This is very powerful energy, also because of the High Priestess. The High Priestess can have a lot to do with tapping into your psychic gifts and your abilities. It's a card in where you're beginning to learn to trust yourself, to trust your gut, to trust your instinct, where you're learning to trust what you feel more so than what other people are telling you. So maybe Cancer, that for some of you in your path, you've been basically trying to say, well, let me give somebody the benefit of the doubt, or let me not, no news is good news kind of thing. But you're beginning to learn to say, okay, well, you know what though, but I can sense, or I can tell, or something about this person, something about this situation doesn't feel right, and they might be telling me to hold tight or it's okay, but I feel it in my gut. I know what I know. Like, you're learning to trust yourself. Okay, there's another meaning of the card. I know some of you are waiting for me to get to it, and I will, but before I do, I feel also here, I heard writing on the wall. The writing is on the wall. So I think for some of you, this is in a work situation or living arrangement where somebody's telling you something is okay. Like, it's all figured out. It's all figured out. The work is coming in, or the money is coming in, but you can kind of sense, oh gosh, but they're telling you, don't worry, it's going to be fine. Don't worry, they're going to have it. Don't worry, everything is fine. And then all of a sudden, boom, pow, like, surprise, we don't have it worked out. We don't have it figured out. There's no more work, or I couldn't come up with the rent money I owe you, or whatever it is. So this is saying, listen to your instincts and have your little backup plan in place so that you don't get blindsided. Okay, good time to get that resume reworked and looking, putting it out there, or getting into little gig economy things set up, or side work, or whatever you can do, or think about what you're going to do with this person or with this situation, and go move forward accordingly. Okay, because you're being told one thing, but your gut is telling you something else. Listen to your gut, Cancer. Okay, very psychic, intuitive energy flowing through you. Now, the High Priestess for me a lot of the times comes up for somebody that your chakras are really clearing and aligning. You're going through a really deep level of healing, and so you have this delicious, powerful healing energy flowing through your body. So you're going to have a lot of people being drawn to you, wanting to talk to you, wanting to be near you, wanting to get into bed with you. And you're going to have boundaries, right, Cancer? Because you're going to have to learn in this situation, not everybody who wants you gets to have you. You're going to have to work your boundaries here, right? Because you have this powerful energy. People are wanting to court you. They're wanting to feed off that energy, but that would be very draining for you. So you're going to have to protect your space, do your cord cutting, and be selective about who you're letting in. Your next card here, my dears, is the Eight of Pentacles. And Eight of Pentacles is working very hard, working out the details of a plan, right? Fine-tuning something. It can also sometimes indicate some kind of apprenticeship, something where you're being trained, or you're learning a new skill, but you're finding that you're picking it up very quickly, or you're doing really good, you're doing a really good job at it. The Eight of Pentacles here is paying attention to detail as well. Paying attention to detail. And yes, this can be in your work situation, something that you're working on, right? However, I feel this is tying in with the High Priestess. Pay attention to the little details. There's signs around you right now. There's telltale signs about the right direction to go in. Okay, what is on the road ahead? It's being spelled out for you, and you have to pay attention to those details and start putting your plan together. Okay, what are you gonna do? What is your plan B? What is your plan C? Have these things figured out. A lot of the times we're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna wait for the universe to show me. The Eight of Pentacles with the High Priestess is like the universe is saying, hello, we're trying to show you, we're dropping the breadcrumbs, we're leaving you the trail, we're leaving you the signs, right? It's the time for you to prepare and plan your next steps about how you want to go through the transition. If you're not sure what they are, pray about it. Pray, meditate, ask, say, God, please have your angels help me see anything I might be missing. Please help me to see what's going to be the best way to prepare for the changes and the transitions. What is it that I am being guided to do? Help me to see it. Help me to see what I'm missing. Okay? And be patient. Be patient and the answer will come. I have had times when the answer has been something completely unrelated or I thought it was unrelated, but then later on I was like, oh, that's why I was asked to do that, or that's why I was guided to do that. So pay attention to what you're feeling moved to do. If it's, oh, well, get rid of clutter, put things online and start selling them, things that you're not using anymore. Or, hey, you know what? That money that you have set aside, it's a good time to go and have your car looked at, or have your car, don't wait, don't put those repairs off anymore. Or listen to those little kinds of things, because they're going to come in handy later. You might not see and know exactly what's happening, but you will be guided to where you're going to be prepared for what comes ahead. Okay, your next card here, my darlings, is the Justice card. And the Justice card here is coming up when we have a situation where we have decisions to make, and balancing the head with the heart. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra, because the Libra is associated with the Justice card. If you have Libra in your chart, that area of your life might be going through a lot of changes and might be in need of balance, might be in need for you to give it some attention here. Justice card also traditionally in tarot is going to have to do with legal cases, legal court cases, legal decisions, things being handled in a fair manner. Okay, manner, I should say, not matter, but manner. Now, I don't do legal readings. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. I don't give any kind of legal advice. So if you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I have a court case, let me schedule a private reading with Amethyst and, have her look at my court case. I don't do those kinds of readings. But traditionally, the Justice card is going to be about something happening with the court, and things being handled fairly, things being handled favorably. Okay, but for me overall, this is also a card about boundaries, right? Standing up for yourself, doing the right thing, and not making fear-based decisions, making logical decisions. A lot of you're coming towards this big kind of transition, right? And I hate to give this example because it sounds so dramatic, but I'm like being shown like you're on a little rubber raft and you're just kind of going along the stream, and you start hearing the sound ahead of a waterfall, and you're like, oh, well, maybe it's nothing, and then you get closer and you're like, holy moly, no, there's a waterfall ahead, right? Now, if you start freaking out, if you start panicking, if you start, screaming, like, that's not going to do you any good, right? You don't want to make a fear-based decision and say, oh my gosh, well, I'm going to hurry up and jump out of the raft without looking where you're going to jump to, if there's anything you can grab onto. You want to do it in a calm way, right? Ask, say the prayer, ask your angels and guides to help you, help me to see what I can grab onto, help me to see what tools and resources I have available to me now that I can actually do this. Okay, so this is going to be a way that you can make the transition and make the decisions without taking fear into it with you, right? You don't want to step out into a new journey in the energy of fear, right? And you don't want to go full-heartedly, overly optimistic, everything's gonna be okay, and just jump in without a plan either. So this is balancing the heart and the mind, okay? The next card here is the Queen of Pentacles. All right, Queen of Pentacles is very positive energy in terms of like stability, being very grounded. This is a card that a lot of the times is associated with a sense of home, or for me in my readings, being grounded in your body. Okay, it can also sometimes acquire something having to do with acquiring property. So maybe some of you have had an issue with a legal situation having to do with property or inheritance that might be going your way. You're having to stand up for yourself. People maybe are trying to guilt you out of it, and you're like, nope, I know it's mine, I'm gonna fight for it. So for some of you, that could be something in terms of inheritance. This is a general reading. That's not going to be for all of you. When the Queen of Pentacles comes up for me in the reading, Spirit is saying that the way that you're going to get through this situation, the way that you're going to know what to do or be able to manifest what you're trying to manifest, is by being in your physical body and creating a sense of sanctuary for yourself. So Cancer, this is going to be a good time for you. Sorry, it's very windy here. I don't know if you guys are hearing it, but my windows are shut and it's still coming in and shaking the drapes around, so please forgive the wind. But it's coming in with the message, the wind of change is here, Cancer. So with this is you're going to create a sense of sanctuary for yourself, and you're going to create a routine where you're getting enough rest. Okay, Queen of Pentacles is like working hard, but also treating yourself, pampering yourself, being good to yourself. You don't have to spend a ton of money to do this, okay? You can do it simply by having a routine at the end of the day where you are just cutting your cords with everybody and everything that happened during the day, and you're focusing on getting comfortable. Slipping into maybe taking a nice shower or bath, before bed, and having your essential oils or aromatherapy or your incense or your lotions or pajamas or things that feel good, bed sheets that feel good, pillows that are nice and comfortable. Maybe you can't do that. Maybe you don't have that ability to do that depending on your living arrangement, but maybe you can listen to some music that's very peaceful, very soothing, very calming. Maybe you can have a nice cup of sleepy time tea to put you at rest. Eating food that you can afford, that is going to have vitamins and nutrients, but that also is very tasty, right? So like nourishing your body, but nourishing it in ways where you don't feel like you're punishing yourself, right? Broccoli is really healthy, but you might absolutely hate broccoli. Don't force yourself to eat it because it's healthy. There are many other things that are healthy that you can enjoy, okay? So just finding ways to be good to yourself in a way where you're also enjoying it, okay? I feel for a lot of you, you're needing like textures, like comfort with textures. So like blankets, pillows, clothes that feel good on your skin, kind of grounding you. I feel some of you are even beginning to carry around, I don't know if I want to say a lucky charm, but like a necklace that belongs to somebody that makes you feel very comforted, like they're still with you, or a crystal that you feel like is protecting you or grounding you. You might have that in your pocket, or you might be wearing it, or a bracelet, or a picture of someone in your back in your back pocket that makes you feel like you're being watched over, or one of the little like religious, the little like cards with like a scripture on it, or a saint, or Jesus or something, or Buddha, or whatever your beliefs are. You might be having that like in your back pocket. But I feel like you're having these little physical elements also to ground yourself, to reassure yourself, to keep yourself out of the fear energy, in making good decisions for yourself and creating a foundation. Two of Pentacles is a card that comes up when we have a lot going on and we have to try to find a way to take a more playful approach. Again, here, this is confirming the message with the Queen of Pentacles. Find a way to bring peace, to bring comfort, to bring some degree of fun into your life, with what you do have and with what is available to you. Cancer, many of you are coming into a very busy time. You're coming into a very busy season. And so know and understand that it's going to be important that you stay out of your head. You stay out of the ego. That voice that wants to say, oh, look, I'm not doing a good job, or people think I don't know what I'm doing, or people think I don't deserve what I have. Get that voice out of your head. Be in that present moment. Have your sanctuary, okay? And don't allow yourself to get caught up with what other people are thinking, what other people are saying, right? Know the truth for yourself. Be in that truth. Be in your own reality. Be present now. Don't let yourself get caught up in that negative ego and that feeling awkward and juggling things. You don't need the anxiety, okay? That's the negative ego distracting you. You might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks those might add a little extra information. It might resonate a little bit more. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you if you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite. That will also be linked in the description. You can schedule with me there. Love videos for February are linked in the description. A new podcast episode will be coming soon. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, my darlings.